back to Seattle, I have so many wild memories. I had to ride the public bus here almost every day when I lived here, and I worked in Belltown. And so my bus stop every day was the 3rd and Bell bus stop. I am lucky to be alive. Some crackhead screaming at me every day. I remember one day I left work and got on the bus, and this guy got on with a giant boombox, and he went and sat in the back, and as the bus started going, he started blasting mariachi music. And the bus driver goes, "Hey! Turn that off right now!" So he turned it off, and then he goes, and the bus would start going again, and it was just like, bus driver, "Hey! I made it! You turn that off right fucking now!" And he'd turn it off, and he'd sit there, and we'd all look at him like, "Don't." Gets up and he comes on and goes, "Hey, I'm not moving this fucking bus until you stop playing your music." And he just cranked it and like put it over his head like John Cusack and saying anything. And they just stared at each other like gunslingers. And the rest of us were just all like being held hostage to the sound of maracas. We're like, we all just got off the bus and like walked home. It was just like a Tuesday. And then I think it was like within that same month, I was on my way to work, and a woman just stood up and pulled her pants down and took a full dump on the floor, and we had to get off. So I love Seattle.
But the procedure is a nightmare. I thought for sure I was gonna get. It does. You have seen some things. I can tell. You've been waiting a long time for somebody to bring this up. And the Lord of Vodka has spoken for you this evening. Yes. And deep breaths. It's so fun. You've reached the level of drunk where everybody else in the room has disappeared except you and me. And you just feel like we are at Applebee's right now. And it's just like, bitch, yes. Deep breaths. I'm like, yes, I know. Oh. You guys. You seem like truly lovely people, but I know that you are on thin ice with our security guard right now. You gotta... Providence, you guys are fucking weird. I'm gonna let you know that. The host, Derek, told me yesterday after the shows that apparently Providence, or maybe it's just all of Rhode Island, is the only place that somebody has ever died of a road rage accident by a bow and arrow. I cannot believe I just said that and everybody here was just like, yeah. We don't feel safe here. That's insane. And also so impressive. But so insane. Well, all right. Somebody's so sweet. They just went, oh no. Oh, shit's about to get real Jersey Shore in here, I feel. You just threw out an adios and got the bird. Woo woo. We are fucking cooking in here tonight. If I go psycho bitch on them when they're here, then it makes it just too weird, and so I have to be like, oh, you're being kind of a but okay. Kind of wish you wouldn't be, but okay. But now I can say that now they're gone. Again, I'm sure they're lovely people outside of this, but that's the behavior of a feral raccoon to come and talk the whole time. Were you their friends?
Yeah, we were trying to listen to you.
Oh.
Sorry about that.
Oh my God, you're so nice. Thank you. You guys are so... Are you still gonna be friends with him tomorrow?
Yeah, they don't stop talking.
Oh, okay.
I apologize for it, that was kind of rude.
Oh, thanks.
I told them multiple times to shut up. It has.
Yeah. So they never shut up? Were you the one who brought him to a live comedy show? Okay. If you had said yes, I would have been like, get the fuck out. Nobody's like shit-faced who's in here still, right? Because that, like, comedy said, you have to be able to follow words. I feel like I should know more about things like vasectomies because I don't know if you guys had this in high school where you could get voted, best dressed or most athletic, but I had that in middle school. And when I was in 7th grade, I got voted most likely to become a sex ed teacher. And I look back and I'm like, what was I saying to my peers? At age 12, that made them collectively go, she knows where the taint is. I should not have won that award. I knew nothing. I was such a late bloomer in every way. I didn't start my period until the last week of 8th grade, which coincided with my school's graduation trip to the lake. Yeah, buckle up. And the first time you get a period, they always tell girls, oh, don't use a tampon, wear a pad. So all my friends are in their cute little bikinis in front of the boys for the first time. I am wearing a t-shirt and giant men's and one basketball shorts. Trying to hide the outline of this massive pad, which went from belly button to middle of my back. It was like wearing a horse saddle. It's casually at the beach. And then everybody jumped in the lake, and nobody told me that you can't get in with a pad on. So I jumped in too, and that thing started dragging me to the bottom of the lake. I was like, no. My life flashed before my eyes. This thing got so heavy so fast, you could see the water level of the lake just slowly going lower and lower and lower. And I'm a terrible swimmer. I death gripped onto her friend's shoulder. She was like, what are you doing? I was like, I'm bleeding and drowning, please. Help. So people flopped me up onto the dock, and I stood up, and in front of every boy in my grade, 20 gallons of water dumped out of my shorts for 40 straight seconds. Like the world's grossest magician. Oh, it's still going. Okay. And that is how you don't get fingered until your senior year. True story. I feel like all the boys in my grade were like, we've heard that wet is good, but... That seems too wet. I don't think there's supposed to be fish coming out of there. Sort of weird mermaid lady. I actually got an IUD in recently because I heard that they could just make your period go away, but the procedure is a nightmare. They basically shove a Lego in your uterus while you're wide awake. I thought for sure I was gonna get knocked out for this. The doctor was like, no. I was like, okay. What do you guys do for the pain? She's like, oh, take a Tylenol, make a wish. I'm like, oh, I wish you'd go fuck yourself. If you're comfortable sharing, make some noise if you have an IUD. Oh my God. Give these women a key to the city. All right? There are Avengers sitting amongst you tonight. It is insane. But I think the thing that's maybe more traumatizing than that procedure is that when you get there, they ask you to give a urine sample. And women dread giving urine samples. For dudes, you guys just whip your dong out. You aim and fire. You could probably do it blindfolded. Women giving a urine sample is like trying to get the leash out from under the dog's leg on a walk. You're like, okay, this way, maybe this way. Well, am I going or are you going? Well, goddammit. So many legs. Because women only pee straight for 2 of the 20 seconds we pee. The rest of the time, it looks like somebody just poked a hole in a Capri Sun and then started stepping on it. You're like, well, oh, sideways? What am I peeing sideways? I don't even have a hole there. And then a doctor walks in with a thimble and is like, catch it. Catch it. I'm like, you catch it. This is a 2-man job at least. This thing is the same size as a to-go ranch container. I can't possibly catch it in this. Do you have a crock pot back there? Something with handles, a wide berth I can work with, perhaps? And a lot of the time, you don't know you're gonna have to give a urine sample, so you peed right before you left the house, and then you're in there trying to squeegee out 5 drops, but you don't have enough pressure in your stream for it to go out, so you just get a babbling brook that hugs your body and drops off a butt cheek in the back. Have to drop a pin on GPS to know where that fucker went. I have no idea. I can't see back there. Can't catch that. So I'm in there. I try to get a urine sample. It's a complete disaster, as always. I get nothing in the cup. I just peel over my own wrist like a child. The whole thing stressed me out so much I had explosive diarrhea. I walked out of there up to the nurse. I was like, well, didn't get a urine sample, but the cup is full. Test what you can, I guess. It's a broken system. It's not my fault. You fix it. And then you lay back, and they do the procedure, and an IUD can stay in you for 8 years. So after they're done, the nurse hands you a sticker with a date on it of 8 years from that day, so you know when to replace it. So I just pop that on my windshield next to my oil change sticker. Where else am I gonna put that thing? I got one that says Valvoline, one that says Volvoline. I just look at it. Just keep an eye.